My name's Pietsch. I'm a proud Rugby man from Leeton.
Pietsch gets the nod.
I was the first person in my whole entire family to finish Year 12.
Inside ball to Pietsch.
I play for the Australian Sevens. This year's my 5th year.
It's got some space, Pietsch. Oh, that is a Pietsch from the Aussie Sevens.
So how today's going to work, I'm going to tell you a bit about my story, how I struggle with mental health and how I use the tools that Black Dog recommend to get out of my mental illness.
Hey fellas, on defence, we're back over half field, unstructured D.
Well, I had no idea that it was happening to me. I didn't know what depression was, and it was just a very dark place. Like, I didn't know who I was. I didn't know what I was doing with my life. It was just such an unknown space that I've never had to deal with before, and it was just weird because I didn't think I'd be a person that would happen to. So my emotion really relied on rugby as well. So when I would train well, I'd be happy. When I'd train bad, I'd be sad. Same with playing. And then going on that emotional roller coaster wasn't really healthy for my life. So I got into a routine of sleeping about 2 hours, 1 hour a day, walking in the middle of the night for about 4 hours, and crying myself to sleep almost every night for about 6 months in 2018. With the AIS and the Black Dog Institute, we do a program called the Bite Back Mental Fitness Challenge, which I go around to schools and give kids tools and techniques to be able to implement in their lives. So once they suffer adversity, they have the tools to help them guide their way through that. And it boiled to a point in my life where I tried to take my own life. I was about 2 years ago, and I had to take a lot of different avenues to get myself to where I am today. So it's pretty crazy for me to be here, to be able to speak to you, because 2 years ago I definitely wouldn't be able to do it. Yeah, it is weird to look back on it now, in the sense that I don't know how I wasn't more self-aware. But to come to terms with it, it's really good because I can talk to kids about it now. Like, I can share my story, which is such a common story, which is crazy to think about. There's so many athletes out there that have had almost the exact same story as me. We can practice building strength through gratitude. This is my favourite bit. I love being grateful for everyone around me. So I'm not playing at the moment. I did a grade 3 Cindy's and tore the deltoid ligament off my bone. That was probably the lowest part of my year this year, but because I practice gratitude every day, I practice mindfulness, I'm able to be more aware of my emotions and realise, like, I'm not in a good place at the moment and I need to get out of it.
Gets the offload into Pietsch. Pietsch away. Nobody is going to stop him from there.
I practice mindfulness on the field as well. When there's a pressure situation or tight game or I'm a bit cooked, I do 3 deep breaths, and that really centres me and kind of puts me in the present. Rather than thinking about my lungs, I'm thinking about what's around me and what I can do.
Go.
Recovery's going a lot better than everyone expected. It's given me time to look at my game and my mental ability in that game as well.
And that's what I think makes a great player as well, is that self-awareness, to be able to know yourself and know when to speak and when to play and how to handle, ups and downs. And I think it's a real credit to him and the program. He's an incredibly mature bloke within this team.
Up. Yes, Henry, well done.
Yeah, Olympics is going to be pretty special, I think, and it gives you a lot of purpose in what you do. The main thing we teach the kids is having a meaning and purpose in life, through having a goal, energy, purpose, and being self-disciplined. And having the Olympics as a goal creates all those things for me. It gives me so much energy every day. It gives me a lot of purpose, and I'll have to be super self-disciplined to be able to achieve that goal. But if I'm there standing on a podium for the Olympics in 2021, I don't think much will get better. Yeah, so that's it, guys. Thank you very much for having me. I really appreciate it. Thank you.